I want to make this video to like my American compatriots, and like the well-intentioned but somewhat misinformed Americans who advocate on behalf of the Palestinians, which is wonderful. That's good. They do need real advocacy. However, in the United States, we do not have a very complete understanding of all the situation, right? And like for those, especially, like those in the progressive far left, you cannot just blame Israel for all of this, right? There is culpability on not the Palestinians themselves, but on the people who speak on their behalf and whose language you are co-opting and using, right? Like the Zionist entity, or like spreading stories about Israeli skin banks that just so happen to sound an awful lot like the sort of bile that the Protocols of Elders of Zion used to spread around in Russia and Germany back in a far darker age, right? And like, it's hard to say this, but like a lot of people on the left are being useful idiots for some of the worst people on earth right now. And like, again, you're well-intentioned. I think you're coming from a place of genuine concern, right? You see suffering on the news and you want to ascribe blame. And the easiest people to blame are the Israelis, right? They have a more powerful army, a more comprehensive approach to dealing with the security issues that they're dealing with. However, groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, Ansar Allah, Islamic Jihad, they're not doing the Palestinians any favor, right? Like they're actually holding them hostage. That is what happened. And like, I don't know, Americans, if you watch much like Al Jazeera or Ro'aya. However, like, since the ceasefire began, which Hamas just called off, by the way, Hamas called it off, so I guess the war is going to start resuming again. But like, if you haven't seen the footage of the young men being kind of forced to celebrate these things, like there's some very disturbing footage. And like the reality is the Palestinians, the Gazans, are being held hostage by Hamas. And like Hamas is not their liberators.